I'm here for it. I love it. I'm gonna make the best of it. Girl, I just don't even know anymore. It's real crazy. Her name is not even Tiffany, girl. Her name is Vivian. Vivian too. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, enough of that. I am back. On here to show you how to do some makeup. Girl, we're gonna get it together today. I don't know what we're doing. We're just gonna make it happen. Actually, I do know what we're doing. We are going to use a MAC shadow that I am absolutely obsessed with. It has been a part of my makeup kit forever, and I've used it over the years multiple times, more on myself than anybody else, but I have used it on brides before too. And it's just a beautiful brown color that I use as like a smoky brown eye. So that's what we're going for today. So we are going to use this MAC shadow. I do not know the name of it. I bought it years ago and the name is gone. It is completely gone. You know, clearly I use the brown more than I use the lighter color, but see, girl, she's cute. She's cute, but she's almost gone. It is a shadow that I use whenever I'm just trying to do a quick makeup look. And mind you, most of them have been quick. That's because I don't wear makeup in the way that I used to. So we're gonna do what we can in order to make it work. So let's get started. So again, back at it with MAC's Hyper Real Skin Balm. I love this stuff. It's amazing. It's one of those primers that work really well for my skin. And mind you, I'm already moisturized, so I don't really need to do moisture anymore. And I like to use the skin balm so my makeup comes out even and there is no streakiness, there is no craziness. So I'm just gonna make sure to get that all over my face, and I'm probably doing this so wrong to people, but you want to make sure just to get it all up in there, and you always pull up, pull back, because you don't want to cause any wrinkles. Not that I'm gonna have any. No, just kidding. I might, but I'm working really hard, and I've been working on my skincare for years, and it's probably not where it needs to be anyways, but girl, we've made it this far. Okay, skin balm done. And then I'm going to take the Max Prime 24-hour extended eye base. Bam, that's what we're gonna use. So how's everybody doing? So last week, and I'm actually just gonna take a little bit of this on my finger, and I'm just going to rub it on my eyes. It's probably too much, but whatever. So I'm just rubbing this on my eyes, getting it on there as much as possible, doing what's necessary here. What I'm doing is just putting on that 24-hour Prep and Prime eye base, and I'm just getting it on all over my eye, all up in that shadow area. And mind you, the shadow is not gonna go everywhere, because we don't do that here. We are not in high school. We're not going in with a light shimmery color on the brow bone. Girl, we got past that years ago. So I asked earlier how everybody's doing. I'm doing good. Business is moving along. And if you haven't visited our website is CABlackLabel.com. That's CABlackLabel.com. Okay, so not California spelled out, although we own that too. So this is all I'm doing, just putting the base on real easy like. And then I'm going to take my paint pot painterly for MAC. Got me a clean brush, honey. Okay, don't forget your clean brushes, because you know they must. They really must. It is an absolute must. Don't be putting no dirty brushes on your face. Except for my blush brush, I don't ever really clean, just because it's for blush and that's the only thing I use it for. Sometimes I don't even need to dip it into the blush in order to get some color on me. So blush brush is a different story. But let's start with the base, and then we open up our paint pot. And I'm going to take a shorter brush here because she is drier than a bucket of sand. However, but you know what? We're just going to work with it. We're just going to go with it. I should probably get some oil in this. She is dry, honey. And I'm going to put this all over my eyelid. And again, it's just gonna help that extended eye base that I put on from MAC already. So I'm doing good. The business is going well. If you haven't checked us out already, please do. Again, CABlackLabel on all handles. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and I'm just going to spread this around with my finger. TikTok. What else are we on? I don't know, girl. There's just too many to keep touching, keep track of. But I'm on them all, and so if you look for us, we'll be there. Eventually on Whatnot. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Whatnot before, but it's like a selling platform, like where you like basically like have a show essentially, and like you go on there and sell your products, but like you're like, it's almost like a QVC where you're talking about them. So if anybody's ever heard of Whatnot, make sure to look us up. CABlackLabel, honey. That's where we'll be at some point. Not yet, but at some point, okay? I'm only one person. I can only do so much, okay? So, once I have my base on, then we, first of all, close this up because she, again, is drier than a bucket of sand. Not me, her. And then I am actually going to take a little bit of my concealer, my MAC concealer, and I'm going to put this in my 5 o'clock shadow area, you know, girl, because she had some problems. She has some issues there, you know. I mean, it is what it is, but you just have to do what you got to do. And I don't know if you noticed, but I added a second light, and I think it's helping sort of in the for the makeup on the screen. I can't really see myself right now, but I hope it looks good. But I added a second light because normally whenever I'm doing my own makeup, I would be in the natural light, because the natural light is like the best light to do makeup in. This artificial, like manufactured light to make it look like it's natural is not really the tea. But in order to film a video and have some consistency, it has to work. So I'm doing what I can, and it's bright as the hell outside right now, but it doesn't work well with my camera. So I'm just doing what we can. You know, we're making it work over here. I'm gonna spread this around a little bit, use my finger. Really just, you don't want no cakiness, get the hair out of there. And I'm trying to be quick today because I have a few things that I want to do. One is walking the dogs, so you know I'm going to do a full beat and then go walk the dogs. But the other is there's a town hall today, and it's an online town hall, which is unfortunate because I feel like it would be better if it was like an actual town hall. But I get it. Zoe, she is busy. She is my senator or my representative. She is having a town hall today, and I want to be available to attend because I think it's important to find out what's going on in the world today and where the Democrats stand, you know, because they've just sold us up the river just this last couple days. Thanks, Chuck Schumer. But the girls who I really walk with are like AOC and Ayanna Presley and Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar and Jasmine Crockett. Those are my girls. Those ones are the ones that I'm like, yes, bitch, work. So, you know, we still got some representation. It may not be from where I'm from, but it's somewhere. So I'm trying to be quick, get this done, but I wanted to be sure to film today because I think it's important to stay consistent, and it doesn't have to be a big ass production, but I should be consistent, and that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to be consistent. So once I do that, I probably look a little crazy. That's fine. I'm used to it. I am going to take my fluffy brush. I don't know if you can see it. Bam, you know how the makeup girlies do. And I'm going to take this, what's it called? Omega, honey. Omega from MAC. And it's just a great neutral. I really love it, like a gray neutral. Although you could do like a more brown or a lighter or whatever you'd like. But I like the gray neutral. And I'm just gonna put that all over in my crease and kind of blend it out so that way that brown has something to blend into. And again, try to be mindful of where I put this mirror so I'm not blocking your view. But anyway, so I have a few things to do today. Walking the dogs and going to that town hall is one of them. But I have a lot of content that I want to film. And I wanted to eventually do a really cute makeup look, like you know, something fun, something for the girlies going out, you know, something like for a night out on the town with your friends. Because I used to really get into it, honey. Like, you know, we used to do the pinks and the purples on the eye. We don't do the blue because the blue looks crazy. Well, on me it does. And so, but I would love a good like pink, purple eye, something red, something yummy and dark and smoked, or I don't know, something cute. But it doesn't make sense for what I have going on today. So, so you're getting this. I am just going to get this all over the place, girl. It's just gonna go with the ways of my eye and just blend that out nice enough where it kind of gives you a little bit of that lift, sort of. I want to make sure that looks right. And you know what? I didn't even zoom this video in, so actually let me do that. Bam! There she goes. That way you can get the full effect, girl. You can get them real nice up and close. But I probably look crazy. But again, I'm used to that. So this week has been nuts. It's been very busy. I'm very blessed. And next week hopefully is another busy week. Shoot. You always hope for those to be booked and blessed, to do what you love. Make sure that you are walking in your path, aligning with the things you want to do. And I feel like for the most part I am. And okay, so once I do that, I'm going to take this beautiful brown shadow here, which it looks crazy. I know, I've had it for years. Don't judge me. And I am going to just take a smaller fluffy brush. And this is from Color du Jour. I bought this years ago too, and I actually really like that brand. I forget what her name is, but she is super cute. Loved her brand, loved what she stands for, love her, all the things. And so I ended up buying some brushes from her years ago. I'm sure she probably still sells brushes, girl. I'm trying to get on that tip too, you know. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush and I am just going to almost use it as, like I'm going to use it to apply that brown that I want to put on my eye and right on the lid. And I'm not too concerned about it going over where my natural lid crease is because I'm going to eventually smoke it out. So, or blend it out. I say smoke and then I'm like, ugh, no one knows what I'm talking about. That's just my own inner monologue. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and just get it all up in here, girl. And then I'm going to kind of round it in to my crease. And again, I'll go through and like add some more into it. I'm gonna do this on the other side. And I love this color because it is just gorge. It is nice and warm, and if you're doing like going for like just a soft smoky eye but you need something quick and you don't want it to be too structured and get in there and cut a crease and add a highlight and do all this other bullshit, this is a really nice alternative. Plus it has a little bit of sheen to it. I don't know what you call that. Is it sheen? Maybe it's not sheen, but it has a little bit of that luster to it. There you go, luster. It is a nice like overall brown smoky luster that you get from the shadow, and going into a matte shadow like Omega and also like a little bit gray. I think it's a good color combination. And Omega is not the only like neutral tone that I'll use. I do have others. I'm just like, you know, I am a creature of habit, girl. You know, I like what I like. I do. And even if the girlies don't love MAC, it's just been something that I have always gravitated to, always. Like, I have been a MAC girly forever. Ever. Never worked there. They would not have me. Never worked there, but I've tried. I have certainly tried. They didn't want me, girl. We love it when you come to see us, but we'll never give you a job. Even though I'm there, like, or I was there all the time. Now I'm over it. Am I? Yeah, I'm over it. But I have tried. So now I'm going with my fluffy brush that had the Omega on it, and I'm just literally blending that into where I put the Omega, because again, it's gonna help just smoke it out, Annie. So anywho, this week has been nuts. Nationally, locally, there's lots going on these days. I hope everybody is being safe, and warm and sane, because you know there's just been a lot of things going on lately. My community has been under attack, and by community I do mean my trans community. The LGBTQ community has been under attack. There's just a lot going on these days. It's just been insane, and it's unfortunate that there are some of the things that are going on have happened and are happening and are only going to get worse. It's real scary out there. It's real scary for the community in general, especially for those BIPOC and LGBTQ friends and family and community. We thought we were clear from that. Thought we were past that, but we're not. Clearly, we are not past it. And then, of course, our representation, democratic representation, is in question because there's no real clear leader of our party. But then also, there are those who have crossed over to on the other side of the aisle to partner and agree with and kind of help that fascist party, the Republicans, continue on with their agenda, although they have never done that for Democrats. So it's real crazy right now. It's real crazy right now. Those leaders that you thought would, like, you know, stick to their guns and make sure what was necessary is done, of course, are not, and just caving to the whims of a crazy person, absolute lunatic and dictator, essentially. Girl, I just don't even know anymore. It's real crazy. But I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody is doing what's necessary for them and their families and making sure that they are doing what's best for them. I try my best to stay informed, and I think everybody else should too, but this is not really the place for it, I suppose. And so we will move on. So I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Arlan Hamilton, Tiffany Akile, or Tiffany Vu, I want to say is her name, maybe? I forget. But these are some ladies who I've been listening to lately. And I think that they have just been so instrumental in, like, just helping me figure out what I want to do and how I want to move forward with a few things, and, like, just watching these women of color do what's necessary for their brands and making their brands work and how they do certain things. Like, I have just been, like, looking at and reading as much as I possibly can up on these women and what they do and what their businesses are like and how they kind of move about in the world. And I'm just, like, I've been so inspired lately, and I don't know if anybody's ever heard of them, but they're great if you have not. Arlan Hamilton is, like, a venture capitalist who was, like, homeless just, like, a few years ago. She has raised millions in funds for Black and brown businesses, LGBT-owned businesses, and different entrepreneurs. Tiffany Akile is a budget and finance person, and she has created a brand that is essentially, like, able to help those kind of get their finances in good standing and kind of teach you about money. And I guess Tiffany Hugh, I think that's her name. I should probably look that up because I keep saying it and then I'm not gonna fucking say it right, and that's not gonna be good. I like to listen to audiobooks because I'm stupid. I'm just kidding. Tiffany, Vivian, that's not even her name is not even Tiffany, girl. Her name is Vivian. Vivian 2. Good Lord. You know, I try and keep it together. It's just, sometimes it just doesn't work. Her name is Vivian 2. She is, you've probably seen her on your social media, I'm sure. And she's smart. And so I like listening to her. And so I've been like on their tip for a minute and like just kind of listening in, taking notes, trying to apply what they're teaching to my business and my life, and you know, things to kind of help me do what's necessary. And then I've also been listening to or watching a few people on YouTube. This girl, actually, Katie Steckley, she has been great. I have been watching her, and I don't even know how I came across her, but thank God I did, because she has been great. She has videos on like how to do certain things, and it's been really helpful in like figuring out like this whole like video journey and like how to do certain things and what things I should be looking for and how to do like B-roll and A-roll. And I don't know if I'm listening to it very well or if I'm doing it at all, but I'm trying, you know, like I'm trying to like be trying to take the lessons, trying to take notes, trying to be a good student in applying what I'm learning from their videos, and they're really informative. And I think it's really cool that we have like a thing like YouTube where, you know, if you don't know something, you can there's probably a video on it. So I really like those ladies. Tiffany Akile is super funny. She's like hilarious. I have been like listening to a lot of her like podcasts and stuff, and I just like been cracking up. I bought her book. I also bought Vivian 2's book. I also bought Arlan Hamilton's book. I don't think Katie Steckley has a book, but she does have a YouTube, and she's really good. So that would be a great place to start if you're looking to learn a little bit about how you can do your social media videos and YouTube videos and how to film and what makes sense for you. She's really good. I like her. She's really the only person that I've found that I'm actually like willing to listen to and like apply what is being taught in terms of videos and stuff, because you know, I don't listen to a lot of men. So, you know, if there's some bro out there who's like teaching you how to do something, I'm usually not tuning in. But that Katie, she's cute. She's real cute, and she has some good shit that she talks about and good advice. And so I'm into it, honey. I'm into it. I've been on this improvement tip. I don't know if I've shared this. I probably haven't shared this actually. But I was recently, my position at my job was recently eliminated. And, you know, it had nothing to do with the fact that I was the only person of color who was complaining that nothing but white people were getting hired. Nothing to do with that fact. But my position was eliminated, so I have had a little bit more time on my hands. And so that's why I'm like getting into the mix of the tubes of you and the book of faces and the talks of Tik and Instagram and LinkedIn, I suppose. I don't know. I don't have a name for them. You know, that has been a little bit of a pain point for me. But I mean, honestly, it's probably for the better. I wasn't really happy anyways. And if you've seen my social media, I think I like posted like one thing about where I lived or where I worked. I think it's for the better. I think I'm better off. I feel better. I don't feel just like totally drained and like dreading going to work at this place that should have been like a dream and absolutely wasn't. Mainly because of the narcissist who runs it, and then also her minion who upholds white supremacy. Although it plays the part really well. And it's like, oh no, equal rights, equal this, equal that. Oh, you know, I'm so for the advancement of people of color. Meanwhile, the actions ain't there. Isn't that always the case? Yeah, so that's what I've been going through recently, and it's been interesting. But you know what? I've been in worse places before, in worse predicaments, in worse outcomes, and worse situations, and I've always overcome. So I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I am a little upset, and I for sure looked into what I could possibly do in order to hold those accountable, but I don't want to waste any more fucking time on dwelling on something that I didn't fucking really enjoy or like anyways. I mean, I learned a lot. I learned a lot in the sense that when you're in these rooms with people who have fancy titles, that they ain't shit. I surely learned that. That basically people who have fancy titles are just really good at networking and making friends with people who can, you know, hire you to do absolutely nothing and be even mediocre than, well, just be mediocre in general, right? As long as you are friendly with them. I've never had that. I have always had to work twice as hard to get half as far, and that has always been my experience. But girl, that's not everybody's experience. Some people have it easier in life, get awarded for just showing up, and then others have a different path. But I think that's what makes me who I am. I think that's what makes me driven and successful and stand out. It works in my favor. Even though there have been some lessons, for sure. For sure there's been some lessons. I've learned from some of them. And I wouldn't change them because they all brought me to where I am today. But it is a little annoying. Always having to be that person who works super hard and twice as hard to get half as far. But I suppose that's in my cards. That's just what it is, because there is something greater for me on the other side of it. Always has been. That's always been my experience. Whether or not I've left a place to go somewhere else that was amazing from what I thought and then it wasn't, or whether I've been fired, or whether I quit, or whatever. My experience is I've always done better each time, no matter what it is. And I'm just going to continue to do that because that's just inherently who I am. That's inherently what I do. And so I pay them dust. I pay them in dust, bitch. Because you wish you had half the talent in this pinky. Dust. Oh, is she better? She sounds better. Okay, I'm a little better. But whatever. Girl, I still got my whole, well, not my whole life ahead of me, but I still got a lot ahead of me that I haven't even tapped into, done yet. So it's coming. It is coming. And what I learned, I'm just going to take with me and expand on it and never accept it next time. Make sure that whenever I see a narcissist coming from a mile away like that, I steer clear. Because that's what I didn't do. I knew better. There are times where I was like, oh, you're not a good person. Got it. But then, of course, I'm like, well, she'll change. It will change. Things will change. Something else will happen. No, something else is not going to happen. What's going to happen is I'm just going to get to a point where I fucking hate it. And either I choose to leave or the universe works in my favor. And I feel like this time around, the universe worked in my favor. So, it's done is done. You move on. You live and you learn. And you figure shit out. Because that's all you can do. Do your best. Continue to be exactly who you are. Who you know yourself to be. Take up that space. And don't be afraid. That's what I learned. So that's where I'm at right now in life. That happened like 2 months ago. So like now, since that happened, it kicked off a landslide of things, and also really allowed me to do stuff that I really wanted to do, but just was so burnt out and so over, like, you know, at the end of the day, not wanting to like do, because although I knew it was good for the business, or I knew that it was something that was going to move us forward, I just was like, I got a check coming in, I'm good. But now I'm like, I wish I would have taken that time and just hustled like a motherfucker in order to not only have that income, but also expand on the business. And I didn't, but not my fault. And so that's another lesson learned. You know, I kind of let things kind of fall to the side and thought like, oh, you know, we're just so focused over here. But in all actuality, I could have probably done both. And I was, to a certain extent, just not in the same extent that I am now. Lesson learned. I am getting up every day. I am exercising. I am focused. My bed is made. Okay. My bed wasn't made before. Girl, we didn't make the bed. It was just get up, get going, hurry up. You're already late. And now it's different. Now I'm more intentional. Now I know I need to slow down and take care of myself and my family and my business and plan for my future. Not that I wasn't, but you let things get in your way. You let things kind of take you off your path. And I think trading my time for money, not that that's a bad thing, because obviously you need to live, you need to work, you need to do what's necessary for you in your lifestyle, and so you can afford things and do things. But I also, you know, kind of took a backseat and was like, oh, I can rest. I can take a deep breath and be okay. Girl, I didn't need a deep breath. I needed to get my ass in gear is what I should have done. But that's okay, because you live and you learn. And then what I didn't do then, I'm doing now. And making it work. And I'm still fly. And still making shit happen like I always do. That will never change. That you can't take away from me. You might be able to take a position away from me, but you'll never take away the talent, the drive, the abilities, the knowledge, the work ethic. That you'll never take. Bitch. Okay, so I'm at a point where I'm going to powder my face. I have put on my foundation. I have put on my concealer. I have put on more foundation. Then I put on more concealer. I'm just kidding. But this is essentially what I'm going for. So I'm gonna take my Studio Fix Pro Set and Blur powder. Like normally, like I should start my makeup like right whenever I get out of the shower and make sure that it is like nice and like fresh. But I feel like I took a minute before I like started my makeup versus when I put my foundation on. So now it feels like a little stickier, so it might be a little heavier than I like. It's okay. It's fine. It's gonna come out fine with pictures. And I'm doing stuff today, so I suppose I need a little bit of extra cover. A little bit extra coverage. Cover up the man. Oh, girl. Get off my face. Oh, Lord. So I'm gonna take my powder. What time is it? Oh, I only got a little bit of time. We are powdered. Okay. I'm gonna clean up these lips. So at least I don't look, I mean, I'm used to looking crazy, but I don't have to look crazy all the time. Like, not all the time. Now we're moving on to brows. But brows are a little hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. I almost need like one of those stencils. There's something going on that just ain't right. Just to give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more matte pigment. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Taking forever. But it's okay. It's gonna come out cute. It's gonna come out real cute. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna line my eye. The under eye. Teddy, honey. It's actually really pretty. You know, it looks even. It looks even to me. I mean, you know, I'm a lot of things. And a magician is not one of them. But I think it's even. I want to say that it is. It looks even to me. So I'm going to take some liner. I'm going to line my eye. And again, this Liner. You know, me and liner, we have a love-hate relationship. You know, I love liner. I think it gives you the depth you need. I think it kind of brings everything together. And you absolutely need it. God damn it if it ain't a bitch sometimes. God damn it if it ain't that girl who just gets on your last nerve. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it don't work. The key to eyeliner is to go as slow as possible. So we're gonna do a minimal cat eye. Just an acute cat eye. An acute one. Nothing crazy. I am working on what makes sense for the business and what makes sense for me personally, because this is what I know. This is I've done this for years, and I'm still not good at it. But this is what I know, and our business is rather new for me. I'm also not the operator. I'm more the administrator and sales portion, communications portion. So my fiance is the operator, and he's the one who actually, like, if anything is ever done, if he, you know, if you ever get an order from us, it's probably packaged and sewn and or heat pressed by him, because he is operations. Lord Jesus, help us all. All right, gonna do my blush again with the peaches, honey, because that is just, it's what works. Why mess up? Why break it when it ain't big? Or why fix something when it ain't broke? Okay, get into this peaches, honey. Peaches, girl. You like them peaches? She's got them on her cheeks, okay? Peaches by MAC. She is that girl. She will always be that girl. Fucking bitch. And then the only thing left to do is going to be buff this out as best as possible. I am going to put on some mascara, and then I am going to do my hair, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. You wanted final looks, honey? Here they are. Just kidding. Let me pull my hair out because I'm currently listening to this town hall by Zoe Lofgren, my representative, and for the 18th district, and I'm ready to pull my hair out. But this is the final look. Again, 1-inch barrel curl in 3 sections on both sides of my head. I put on mascara. I fixed a little bit of my eyebrow. I fixed some liner because it was a little wonky. And then I threw on a sweater because my shoulders didn't match my neck, okay? But this is the brown smoky eye that I like to wear whenever I just need something quick to throw on, maybe for a night out, maybe to the grocery store. You know, should be going everywhere. But hope you guys liked the video. Hope you enjoyed. Looking forward to seeing you next time. So I'll see you the next time you hit play. Okay, thanks. Bye.